A question from Matchbox. It is often said that an empowered woman is the one who can find her own voice, speak up, and be seen and heard. In the present world, what we need is to foster a man woman relationship which contributes to healthy mutual development. Man and woman should move forward together, supporting and respecting each other and being open to different opinions and situations. How far is the above statement relevant to Nomita in Ashapurna Devi's Matchbox? Prepare a review of the story. Okay, prepare a review of the story. Answer. Ashapurna Devi is a prominent Bengali novelist and poet. She has received many awards, including Jnanapeeth and Padma Shri. Matchbox is a simple story written by Ashapurna Purna Devi. Nomita is a central character of the story. Nomita is married to Ajit because of her look alone. Nomita and her husband Ajit live in a joint family. Nomita's mother is a poor widow. Since there are no siblings for Nomita, the poor mother demands money from Nomita for her needs. She is in the habit of writing letters to Nomita, showing her financial problems. Nomita is ashamed of this. Ajit used to open and read letters addressed to Nomita. Once there occurred a heated exchange between Nomita and Ajit because of a crumbled letter found in Ajit's pocket. At the peak of the dispute, Nomita set fire to her sari. All this happened when the washerman was waiting for the dirty clothes. Nomita's sister-in-law is in the habit of teasing her often. Ajit and Nomita are two typical Indian character. Nomita is a beautiful and she loves freedom. But Ajit is a typical representative of Indian male who never allows freedom for the opposite gender. Namita's mother is a typical widow who wants financial support from her rich son in law. This became a cause of shame for Namita. Ashapurna Devi is of the opinion that women should be empowered to find her voice in the society. It is high time that women should be seen and heard everywhere. What we need now is a society which is friendly to all irrespective of gender. We need to foster a man woman relationship which contribute to healthy mutual development. Man and woman should move forward together, supporting and respecting each other and being open to different opinions and situations. Okay, in short, we have to write about the author and about her awards and other things related to author. Then you have to write that theme and what is the moral of the story, what does it means. And here we can say it as a simple story, and we can write the central character. And here, if the question is coming from Matchbox, a general question coming from this chapter, you can write not a general question, but a question coming from this chapter, we can write Namida is married to Ajit, and for what reason, and where did they live, um, and about her mother, and what does her mother does every month, and and through what and how this chapter came. It was um, mainly due to a crumbled letter and what about their conversation, and then about her sister-in-law and other people, and then about the author's opinion and about our opinion and what is good, yeah, and what is bad. That's it. And now we can go to a question. No, from chapter do you want? Mending Wall. A poem begins in delight and ends in wisdom. The poem Mending Wall proves his theory. Robert Frost starts his poem in a delightful way, saying that there is something that does not like a wall. He does not say what that something is. That something makes the ground under the wall swell, which result in crack in the wall. Gradually, the stone that makes the wall fall to either side. The fallen stone have lost their shape. Some look like loaves of bread and others look like balls. It will never it will need some spell or magic to keep the stone balanced on the wall even for a short time. The poet has to command the stone to stay in place at least till he and his neighbor have turned their back home. He knows that very well. He knows very well that they won't stay there for long. The gaps in the wall are so big that even two people can pass through them, walking side by side. It is funny that nobody ever sees and hear anybody breaking the wall. But every springtime the wall was broken and the people have to repair them. Rob Frost Robert Frost feels there is no need for a wall between him and his neighbor. His neighbor grows pine and he grows apple trees. Will apple trees go and eat the corn of the pine? Why should there be a wall? A wall was fine if they had cows. Cows could get mixed up. Frost tells his neighbor there is no need for a wall. But the neighbor insists that good fences make good neighbors. Frost has many poetic devices to make his poem a fine one. He has used metaphor, simile, personification. Yeah, so we have to know that the poem Mending Wall was written by Robert Frost. And in throughout his poem, he had mentioned a wall in something, and he never says that what that something is. Something means sometimes of superstition. Yeah, he tells that every spring season he and his neighbor or someone over there have to repair the walls, and nobody had ever seen a person trying to break the wall. Yeah, Robert Frost has used many poetic devices